beer tubers! I know a lot of you on the east coast of America are really enjoying the beginning signs of the autumn season. Sadly, here in San Francisco, it's just the same all throughout. You know, just windy and just nothing interesting. But a lot of you guys get to really enjoy the fall colors, and it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite seasons. And what's more perfect to start off the season with an autumn time beer. And tonight I'm going to be blogging about the Autumn Maple by the Bruery. If some of you have followed me since I was doing the YouTube channel, I did a little brewery tour of the brewery, so you could go ahead and check it out here. And as you notice here, it has been opened. This is in fact my roommate John's beer, and he's kind enough to let me do a little review on it. And since I can't afford anything right now, I'm not at a good state, so I'm going to be blogging about some beers that my roommates get rather than I can not afford. So the Autumn Maple is their fall season, autumn season beer, and a lot of times most breweries would do a pumpkin ale. And this is kind of doing that thing, but instead of pumpkin, they use yams. And if some of you don't know what yams are, they're the sweet kind of potatoes. And so it's filled with potatoes, and I've had this before. And you know what? It is actually quite filling. I remember, it fills you up a lot. So the interesting thing with this one, here, let me tell you, it's 10% ABV. So it's pretty high, 10%. This is a Belgian style brown, which, as you know, browns are not my favorite style, but it is a Belgian style, so that's a little forgiving. But not only that, it's brewed with yams, as I said, molasses, maple syrup, and spices. So unlike the pumpkin ale, where they use pumpkin and nutmeg and cinnamon at times, this uses yams, maple syrup, and spices, which is very much, in America at least, an autumn time kind of flavor. So the cool thing here is that I finally get to use my Belgian brewery glass for the brewery beer. So this is great. So let me go ahead and open it up again, and let me just pour into my brewery glass. And you know, I could smell it from all the way here already. And just to let you know, I do have another autumn time beer that I have ready to review. It is going to be an Imperial Pumpkin Ale. But sadly, I won't be able to do Southern Tier's Imperial Pumpkin Ale. That's like the best pumpkin review. It's the most, just the best pumpkin ale that you could ever have. So let me go on with this here. So let me smell how it is. Yeah, I smell spices, and it's like if you're used to autumn time pumpkin ales, you're expecting nutmeg, but no, there's no nutmeg. It's spices, a lot of that spices, and sure enough, you know, you smell some sweet kind of quality of something, and it's the yams. Some of you may think it's pumpkin, but no, it smells great, and it smells some sweetness going on. I don't smell too much booze, which is great. A lot of times, you know, if it's 10%, you could really taste the fumes, but it's not. So let me go ahead and drink it here. Kanpai. Yeah, it's quite good. It's smooth. It's really smooth. Sweet. You got the spices going on. Yeah, it's like sweet and spicy. Now, this it's got a weird, like a slight tanginess, or yeah, something else going on, and it's not as good as I had it last year. Last year it was excellent. We kept drinking it, and of course, you know, 10%, started feeling it, and we started getting really full too. I was having this much, and I was so full, I was like, I can't drink any more of this, I'm just way too full. And this is truly like you could just drink this and it's like a meal, you know, and it's not even one of those dark stouts. Yeah, like in pumpkin ales, you have this thickness to it. Now I know I said this thick that it makes you full, but it's like, because of the nutmeg and pumpkin, it just like really fills your mouth, especially if it's an imperial pumpkin ale. But this doesn't really have that. It's actually quite drinkable. Yeah, it smells great. You know, I can't really say too much, really. I mean, as you see, the color is not too brown, and I think all the yams and the maple syrup really made it more on the dark reddish orange color. Not as good as last year's, but it's still good and it's worth it. I mean, this big bottle, $12. It's real. I think it's a great deal, and it's there. The brewery is a very good brewery. If you see my brew tour, you'll get to see some of the people that work there. But the guys there, they're really nice, and it's cool because it's like this warehouse that's a small warehouse that you see all the brewery equipment, but it's also a tasting room all in one, and it's really cozy. It's really nice. They let you bring food in there as well. You get to order pizza. The delivery guy comes in, and you get to have pizza there while drinking their beer. They got a really good thing happening. So far, I know the only brewery in the LA Orange County area that's legitimate, that's really solid. So anyways, that's about it. It was the Bruery's Autumn Maple. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another autumn beer blog. Kampai!